Hey Leos, how you doing? Welcome. We're going to be doing your second half of your general reading here. So in your meditation, I heard a star is born. I saw a big star blinking lights. I saw a spotlight on a stage, and I saw the Leo collective like kind of come out of the darkness of backstage and then put like one foot partially inside of the spotlight. And then I heard everything's coming up roses from Gypsy. I'm completely obsessed. It was short and sweet, guys. Let's get right into it. It felt really good. Everything's coming up roses. Feels very, very pertinent, that song. Okay, let's get the animal energy for Leo for second half. Ooh, I love it. Okay. So we got the Cobra here, Leos. Let's talk about this. I love this. First of all, this is fire energy here, fire for fire. I love when that lines up. Also, the Cobra energy is a highly masculine energy, but it's also the energy of the teacher, right? Or the waymaker, or being the example. You know, the Cobra is also about, and I feel like this is fitting in with your meditation, where the Cobra knows when it's time to strike and when to hold off and be still. So this is already feeling a lot about timing and knowing when to move and when to be still. But I feel like this is about an inner movement and stillness and a constant state of preparedness. I feel like you're like at the ready. Like I'm seeing like the racetrack, and that when they give the signal to go, you're ready. I feel like some people during this time are more in a place where they need to, nurture, hibernate, go very slow, take on that sloth energy. And that's no shade. That's like super, super valid for, you know what I mean? Like everyone has their own path and lessons and experience through this time, right? But for y'all, it feels like you are a coiled snake, but in a good way, right? Because snakes represent transformation, right? So you're coming out of this and it's like that one toe in the spotlight and then it's like, boom, lights up, right? Everything's coming to roses. Like that's very much what this feels. Ooh, and the color red. Roses here. I just heard striking when the iron is hot. Interesting. All right, let's see what's going on here. I will tell you, outside of this reading, I have been getting a lot of imagery around your specific birthday season. I think that there's going to be some sort of, oh God, that makes all the sense in the world. Around your birthday season, there's something about it being a little extra sunny. I'm not saying it's going to be dark until then. That's actually not what I've been getting at all. It's more that there's something about your specific birthday season that is going to be extra celebratory this year. And I feel like that could be an obvious statement where it's like, yeah, after this, I'm going to celebrate like there's no tomorrow. But there's something else extra to it that, you know how like at a birthday, it's like surprise, or there's a surprise element to gift giving or birthday. There's something about that. There's going to be a surprise element around your birthday season that just, it's a surprise. I don't know exactly what it is, but it was really pertinent. The Magician. Didn't I say this was a very masculine energy and that it's about, getting ready being ready to strike and move. And this is about creation, and I saw stage and artistry and all of that good stuff. Everything's coming up roses. This is that beautiful energy of understanding that you have all the tools at your disposal to create the life that you want, right? And then also the next step is picking them up and using them, right? That can be the hardest part, right? But I'm also drawn to the fact that this is repped by a caterpillar here. Remember when I was talking about snakes represent change and metamorphosis, the shedding of the old skin and the birth of a new self, as do the caterpillars before they go into the cocoon and become a butterfly or moth, as it were, right? But this is that as above, so below, feeling like you are a co-creator of your own reality, that you are the magi. I feel like some of you guys are going to get this memo and then sit on it and then just be like ready for that moment where things shift. Things have already shifted, okay? But it's about when it starts happening, more evidence. We've seen some light coming in. There has been good news. But it's about really getting more evidence of that furly footing itself in the 3D. And then it's like, boom, right? I feel like, why do I keep seeing like, you've got your toe out the door and like when it's time, you're like, boom, you're like the first one out. You're the first one in line. You're the first one off to the races. Really cool. I'm hearing Kundalini energy too. That could be for somebody. Kundalini energy, harnessing that, cultivating that, yoga. Oh, hello. Okay. Wow. This is really interesting because this can counter energy. It's okay. There's this energy of coiling and reserving your energy and being ready for the moment, but it's not exactly time to move yet. How we talked about a cobra knows when to be still and when to strike. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles here, which is the slowest moving knight in the deck, right? This is the only deck where, or the only knight in the suit where, or out of all the knights, I should say, where the horse is completely stationary and doesn't even have one hoof up, right? So it is slow and steady, but I want to point out the fact that he's definitely holding a star, and I definitely saw that at the top of your meditation. Oh, and there's a star here too that I almost missed. Absolutely love it. And then you have more stars here because you also got the Two of Pentacles. You know, star energy is wish fulfillment, spotlight, you know, bright, sunny days, all of that good stuff, right? And I want to talk about, because there feels something here about this, that he's using this like, what is that? Like not a dishpan, but like a baking dish to like, as his armor to like protect himself. It's really interesting because it kind of feels like I'm getting this sense of perspective. That I feel like whatever issues or laments or problems that you had before this time came into being, that it's like your perspective is completely shifted and you are no longer standing in your own way in any way, shape, or form. I also feel like, and whatever road that takes, I feel like some of it's about self-worth and self-confidence, investing in yourself possibly. I also feel like I'm tapping into a specific group of you that are healers, actual magicians where you work with energy shamans, highly spiritual people. That's interesting. I'm seeing an outdoor retreat in this. That's interesting. I can see it. It's like an outdoor retreat in this. It's like the sun, the power of the sun. I'm picking up Nako. If anybody knows, it's odd. Anyone who knows who Nako is, Nako in Medicine for the People, he's a beautiful artist. You can look up his, get ready for the message of the sun, Good Night Sun. The message that I'm getting is Good Night Sun, the song Good Night Sun by Nako. But this is really, you know, traditionally speaking, this is slow and steady, wins the race. This is, you know, takes a while getting there. But once you get there, the Knight of Pentacles isn't going anywhere. So this is a, you know, offer or line of abundance, money, partnership that has true staying power. Okay. And I'm really drawn to that as well because, first of all, these yellow flowers here, the color of the sun. But there's also this element of understanding and really getting the full memo that time is precious and that the only constant is change. So you're going to live. Like, you know, no day but today, just following up on that theater image there from Rent, you know what I mean? Like, no day today, no day but today, everything's coming up. It's like, now is the time. You are going to cut, you are coiling up like the cobra and you're going to be ready to freaking go for it, whatever that means for you. Like, after this, I'm going to get started on my own business. I'm going to get Reiki certification and be a Reiki healer, really, or I'm going to expand Reiki business or get yoga certification or get back into yoga or write that book I've been wanting to write or finally go out, you know, and start auditioning or whatever that is for you. It's going to be a lot of different things. Because then you have the Two of Pentacles here, which is that, you know, juggling your options and handling more than one thing at once. And I'm loving how this is going because it's like, here's what I'm getting here. I'm getting like, it feels like forever in the time of this waiting and this inner movement and stillness. But then when you run out the door, you're going to have so much working with you because you will have built upon this energy. So you go from this, it's like, look how this is storyboarding. It's like the magician. I can create my own reality. I'm going to go out there and get it and create it and be a co-creator and a master manifestor in the magi that I am, right? And moving towards things that are actually in alignment with path. Because I've had real time to connect in with heart center and think about what it is that I really, really want. And then you get more than you bargained for and you get more than one opportunity and you're like, oh gosh, I got to handle more than one thing at once. I feel like some of you, like moving forward here, are going to manifest not just one thing, but like several. Okay? Very cool. Very cool. Let's get a clarifier from the magician here. You got the Fool. Can I tell you, you're at the end of the readings for this round. This is the first and only time the Fool's come up and I'm obsessed. Is he smelling a rose? Yep. Everything's coming up roses. He's literally smelling a rose, Leo. You know, this is that taking that leap of faith and knowing that you're fully supported and it's like taking that risk and investment on yourself. That's exactly what I was seeing here with the magician. I also like that these are in, you know, order here, the ode, the one key, right? You're investing in yourself. You're taking a risk. You're understanding that the time is precious. And you're really going, you know what? I'm not going to have any regrets. Not anymore, because I truly see that things are changeable, highly changeable. The only constant is change. So I will have zero regrets. You best believe it. And that's what this feels. And fortune favors the bold. That feels really important. Fortune favors the bold. And you are bold, Leo. Love it. My require some changes on your part, either relocating. Like I honestly feel like some of these opportunities that come up are going to require some change of you, or it's like you're going to have less time to do this, but you get to spend more time doing what you really want to do. Does that make sense? Some people might have to leave a day job to go live out their dream, right? Something like that. Anyway, Knight of Pentacles. I'm getting Los Angeles, California. Okay. Ooh, I just got shivers because I'm just looking at like the ocean and the sea, like, and the yellow. I just got shivers again. I'm getting major California vibes. It could just, some of y'all could literally be in California or thinking about going there, always dreamed of living there, but also that's where, stars are born or whatever. So it's interesting. Everything's coming at roses indeed. You got the Queen of Cups. More ocean imagery here. This is the most intuitive queens. Again, I feel like I'm tapping into some intuitives, absolutely, or healers, or people who are just super connected with their emotions. This is so beautiful. This is really going. Remember how I said this is the slowest night, and you're having this time to get really clear on what fills your heart with joy and going, tomorrow really isn't promised, so I'm not going to waste another moment and get out of my own dang way and move on stuff. Because it doesn't matter anymore. I'm not worried about accruing debt. I'm not worried about failing, because now my worst fear is never having tried. Ooh, I just got shivs. I'm also hearing, for a select group of you, someone's mediumship abilities are blossoming. Something about mediumship abilities. Okay. The veil is thin, by the way. I don't know if anyway. So you've had time to really connect with your heart center, what fills your heart with joy, and you're just like, I'm going after it because I'm really clear on it, and I understand the value and the risk of not doing so. Feels really important. It's the risk of not doing so. All right, Two of Pentacles. Oh, hello, huzzah. Queen of Swords. This couldn't be any more beautiful, really. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is that beautiful energy of just being very clear on what you want and accepting no less. So remember when I said you're juggling more than one thing? I feel like you're setting loving boundaries and really just, Leos are... It's going to be different for everyone, of course, but Leos, think about the lion archetype. Think about the lion energy of being the king of the world, being the head of the family, the head of the pride. Every Leo I know for real has been very much a sort of a nurturer at the head of a family dynamic, really giving, really caring, very generous, very reliable. Again, it's not every Leo is the same. But that's because they're showing me masculine Leos that I've known in my life. My wonderful brother is a Leo, and they're showing me that archetype. I feel like because it's lining up with the Cobra energy, and it doesn't really matter if you're male or female, but I'm really clicking into this energy of you're just in this seated position of power where you're like, okay, I've really been there for other people. I care a lot about other people, and I've really had other people's interests, at the forefront of my mind and purpose. And now I'm moving into a place where I'm learning how to balance all of them and the people that I love with what I want to, because I'm going to be able to serve them better if I'm serving myself more fully, most fully, right? And that's Queen of Swords all day, every day. You know what I mean? Is taking that dispassionate assessment of things and going, you know what? I'm going to be able to be a better mentor. I'm going to be able to be a better friend. I'm going to be able to be a better dad, a better whatever, if I'm really investing and giving to myself as much as I give to others. Really is as simple and complex as that. It's really nice though. I really like it. Let's get a Earth Oracle for y'all, because it feels so earthy. All right. Earth Oracle for my gorgeous Leo. Oh God. Oh God. I hope you're ready for this. Crystals focus. Are those stars? Are these amethysts? Amethysts represent Aquarius energy, intuitives, healers, psychic abilities. I'm wearing amethyst and Super 7 right here. If you are working on your intuitive abilities, or that's at the forefront of your focus, or that's something that you want to develop or keep close to, whatever have you, amethyst is everything. Here, I got a big chunk of it right here. Ooh, really beautiful. Okay. Really beautiful. Crystals focus. This is exactly what I was saying. You're having this time to connect it and get really clear on what the most important things are to you, and you're really making a move on that. Again, with this water here as well. I'm telling you, intuition is growing in bounds for this group that I'm clicking into. I can feel it. I can feel it. It's like this time has called for you to go inside, spend more time in the quiet or in meditation, or really tune into yourself and be your own source of calm in a sea of a lot of stimuli. And that's also what's helping you be like this coiled kundalini snake energy where you're just ready to pounce. Someone is involved with Reiki or learning about the chakras or working on chakras, something about that. Okay, so I keep seeing rainbows. Focus on why you're here. Focus on what will make you the happiest, right? The biggest risk is not taking that chance. Right? I love this. You also got Dawn, New Beginnings, which I can't even because this is exactly what I was saying. And I love the sun coming up over the horizon here. You know what? I don't normally do this. Because you got the amethyst here and because of this dawn, maybe check out the Aquarius reading, which was called, what did I call that? A New Dawn? A New Dawn? I think there might be something in that for you, or something about that. Aquarius reading could be something in there for you, okay? But I really, really love this. I mean, New Beginnings, Dawn. This is you on the other side of this. This is absolutely beautiful and perfect, okay? I really love it. I really love it for you guys. It's really beautiful. Again, with these palm trees in California. But also, if that doesn't resonate for you personally, think about what California represents. It represents, a certain life of enjoyment and leisure and dreams and, like I said, sun and warmth and illumination and fair weather and calm seas, right? I'm so obsessed. Leo, this reading gave me life and I love you for it. This is your second half of the general reading. I so hope that this helped and resonated with you. If so, please let me know in the comments below. I absolutely live for reading your comments. My favorite part of this whole thing really is getting to read your comments and connecting with you guys on a personal basis. With that being said, just thank you so much again for being here. And as always, thank you for being you, and be well. Until next time.